Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Catholic Sports Network. I'm Matt Harrington. Pleased to be joined by Bart Archer for today's game between the Academy of Holy Angels and Rochester Lourdes. And Bart, Holy Angels so far 9-11-2 on the season. They're coming off a 3-2 loss to St. Paul Academy on Tuesday. Looking ahead to the section playoffs, any chance they can make a deep run in the section playoffs?
Yeah, I think there's always a chance whenever you have good defense and good goaltending. If there's one thing Holy Angels has been consistent at is playing good, solid defense. Whenever you play good, solid defense and have two good goaltenders, you're always going to have a chance to win. Their challenge really has been if their primary line isn't scoring, their challenge is score goals. So I think that could be the thing of focus that they have to kind of look at and address moving forward. But certainly, yeah, whenever it's a one-game format, any team can kind of step up. But Holy Angels is certainly trending the right direction.
Some tough teams in that section too. Edina, of course, and Crean-Derham Hall also having a good season there. And then meanwhile for Rochester Lourdes, it's been a tough season so far for them. They're 6-15 on the year. They've lost 7 out of their last 8. How did they turn it around against Holy Angels today?
Well, I think start the period, at least the game, very efficiently, played very sound. When they played against Kennedy, they only gave up 3 goals, 1 in overtime, but the first goal was actually within the first 3 minutes of the first period, and then in the third period they gave one up within a minute. So if they can actually start the period strong and kind of settle themselves down, find their rhythm, find their game, they'll be okay. But that's their challenge. It's a quick start through each period and finish the period strong as well. The middle part of the period is important too.
All right, we're going to step away for the anthem quick, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back here on the Catholic Sports Network, just getting ready for puck drop. We're about 20 minutes behind schedule, but just getting ready to go right now. And so, Bart, as we get ready for face-off again, kind of talked about stars for Holy Angels, the Stars, and of course Rochester Lourdes Eagles. What's your prediction for today?
Well, I think goals are going to be hard to come by. I think both teams coming in very motivated, very focused. I think what Rochester's challenge is going to be is keeping the puck out of the net. But it all comes down to the first line of this Holy Angels squad. Now he's opting to go against the Machaki line, but that's the advantage that Coach Griswold has the line matching, so he's going to do a pretty good job. But I just think the challenge is in front of Rochester to keep the puck out of the net.
All right, so we are underway here. Rochester gets a hold of the puck, and they'll send it in deep here. After it, Holy Angels along the boards. Quick shot from the point there is wide. Holy Angels will pick it up behind the net. There's Caden Phelps. Puck goes back. Rochester will send it in deep. Holy Angels trying to work the puck out of the zone here. After it there is Jack Knapp. Rochester loses control and they'll send it in deep for Holy Angels. Holy Angels with a quick line change. Keep the puck in their offensive end. Here's a chance in front. Nice save there. We'll get a whistle.
Well, that was Caden Phelps. A nice turnaround backhand on goal. There's a good save by the Eagles goaltender, but good energy by both teams. Both teams look like they're ready to play. Nice push by Eagles initially, and then a nice comeback by Holy Angels. This is a pretty good pace so far. Obviously, we're very, very early, but if this continues, it's going to be a fun game.
So Holy Angels off the draw now. They've got a hold of the puck. Quick floater in front there. Turn aside and into the corner. The Eagles will pick it up and move forward. This one's off a skate. And Rochester will try and regroup. Holy Angels coming in onside. Quick wrister there is stopped.
Well, it was Neuerth and Machaki that was coming in together. Machaki didn't really know where Neuerth was going to go and tried to go wide on that one. Neuerth had decided to take that shot, a little bit of a shallow angle right side. But again, if like Griswold, Neuerth, and Machaki can get their shots, that's a really good sign for Coach Griswold.
So Rochester will ring it around the boards here in their own end. Collision along the glass. Puck still behind that Rochester net. Now along the boards. Holy Angels picks it up. There's Newharth. Newharth will move it up top. Here's a wrister. Nice save. Rebound loose in front. They score! On the rebound, that's Machaki. And Holy Angels strikes first.
Yeah, and for Machaki, that's his 22nd. No stranger to that area, but it was a shot that was originated by Bloward on the point. High shot, very difficult for the goaltender to contain. As far as Friedrich, the puck came down, and Machaki, he's no stranger to that area. He just pulled it to the side and put it up and over the shoulder into wide open net. Early energy by this Holy Angels star squad. Now it's up to the Eagles to answer back, but a big goal for Holy Angels early. But that's what we talked about, Matt, coming into it, is weathering the first couple minutes, and so far Lourdes failed to do so, but they're back in the dot. I like the body language. They're right back to work.
So Holy Angels strikes first, and they've got that early 1-0 lead here. Rochester will move into the zone. Here's a quick wrister and a nice stop that time by Brendan Pazdo. Now Rochester behind their own net. We're going to move it up top. This one is sent down low. After for Holy Angels is Coleman. Coleman will poke it up. And Rochester still got a hold of that puck in the offensive zone. This one's picked up by Newman. And Holy Angels will come forward with it now, looking to add to that 1-0 lead they have. Handoff pass intercepted by Rochester back the other way. Here's Morris. Morris tips that puck to the corner. Good defensive work here by Holy Angels. Along the boards, through the middle. This one slapped back in. Some quick line changes for the Stars here. Coleman will send it forward off a body. 14:20 to go in this first period. It's a 1-0 lead for the Academy of Holy Angels. Puck tipped in, intercepted by the Stars. This one's fired in off a skate and down low to the corner. After it for Holy Angels is Zangs. They'll work it up along the boards. Now up ahead with speed. This one's picked up by Zabinski. Zabinski working for it, trying to move it to the point. Good bodies along the glass here. Stars pick it up. Zabinski tips it back. Here's a wrister. That one's blocked. Holy Angels still with the puck in their own offense, in their offensive zone here. Now down low, Rochester trying to get this one out. Good work by Zabinski. Now it's picked up. Pass in front. This one goes right into the glove of Friedrich, and we'll get a whistle with 13:23.
Well, really a nice sequence by this Stars squad. It started with Zabinski in the corner, winning those battles, got it back out to Knapp. Knapp is one of these players, Holy Angel Stars number 11, that can really be a prominent player in this game. This is the kind of game where he can step up. Second line, he got a hat trick against River Falls, so he's capable of scoring, but that second line could be the telltale factor whether Holy Angels has success today. But a really nice sequence by that team to keep this Eagles team at bay.
So we'll get another quick whistle here. 13:18 to go in this first period.
Official scoring was Machaki from Griswold and Blauert on that one. So Griswold worked into that assist in the right spot at the right time, but it all started with the Blauert shot on goal. They're going to work him into the mix quite a bit today.
So that goal was just 1 minute and 48 seconds into the game. And Holy Angels now up with it in their own offensive zone. This one's tipped out. And after it, there's Blauert. Send it up along the boards. Up ahead. Good collision. Here's a wrister. And that one's covered up there by Friedrich.
Well, really nice job of pushing the puck up the ice. It started with Blauert chipping it up to Newharth, and then Newharth over to Machaki or Griswold, and then they got that good shot on goal. They're very good at moving the puck up the ice. The thing that kind of shoots them in the foot a little bit is when they start trying to go 1-on-2, 1-on-3. Use your wingers, spread the ice out, make them defend the whole sheet, and so far so good for Coach Griswold.
So a little issue there with Friedrich's mask, but looks like we're ready to get back underway.
Well, Friedrich's 0-4, 5.54 goals against, .838 save percentage. So I'm sure he's looking to kind of write those numbers and get a little bit more support from his defenders.
Rochester will move up with the puck here. Good defense that time from Blauert, but Rochester still enters the zone. Here's Newman. Move it back to the point, couldn't keep. Here's a break for Holy Angels. Griswold with the puck on his stick. Nice pass over, they score! Machaki again, a second of the game, and it's 2-0 Holy Angels.
Well, Griswold really made that play, won the race of the puck in the zone, used his body to shield and protect the puck. Once he broke free, he saw Machaki coming in on the weak side. Just a nice pass over, a nice redirect to Machaki, his second goal of the game and his 23rd of the season. Boy, you get to that 20-goal mark in this level, and you really reach an accomplishment. That's a nice goal, and he's not done yet, obviously. But a nice sequence, nice work. Griswold really made that happen. Machaki finished it out like he's done so many times before. Now it's 2-0 Holy Angels. This Eagles team better get on their horse and get some offensive zone time.
Great start here for Holy Angels, of course, that 2-0 lead, and we still have over 12 minutes to play in the first period. So Holy Angels with the puck. Now back behind their net. Battled off there by Morris. And Newman here for Rochester. Newman looking to the point. Shot was blocked that time. In the corner for Rochester is Hickey. Hickey coming free with the puck on his stick. Moves it back to the point, a one-timer off the pad. We'll work along the boards. Stars move forward. Pass tipped up ahead. Intercepted by Rochester. Now this one's picked up by Zangs for Holy Angels. A bank pass up ahead, intercepted. Now Rochester fires it in deep. 11:33 to go in the first period, and we'll get a delayed offsides here.
Well, we've talked a lot about Holy Angels early for obvious reasons, but there's a couple players to watch in the purple and gold, and that's number 17, Jared Anderson, 10 tallies on the year. Number 19, Luke Newman, 12 tallies on the year. These are the kind of situations where these guys have to step up, and it looks like Riley Zangs is going to take a penalty for Holy Angels, so really a good opportunity. Unfortunately, the ones came off for Coach Knopke, but a power play opportunity is never a bad thing. 17.6 power play for this Eagles team. An impressive 90% penalty kill for Holy Angels. Great opportunity for the Eagles to cut the lead. Oh, they do have Jared Anderson out there. Kicked out of the faceoff dot.
So Rochester on the power play now. They'll work it down low. Puck with Hickey. Hickey will go after it down low. There's a pass there to Anderson. And now back up to the point. Here's a shot. Rebound loose in front. And this one deflected off a stick. Nice block there and out of play.
Absolutely, Matt, and that's what we talked about. This Holy Angels squad plays a pretty responsible defensive game. There was a kind of a trying moment for the Stars, but nice busy sticks ramped that one up and out of play. If you get a look inside, get the shot on goal if you can, but Holy Angels very good about getting their sticks in front of those pucks.
So 20 seconds killed off so far for Holy Angels. Face-off is won by Rochester. This one is moved back to the point again. Now a wrister. Saved there by Pazdo. And another good block there that time. Now up at the point. Newman across, one-timer, and he fanned on it, and it went wide. Now Rochester again. Newman, shot through traffic, missed the net. Sent back in deep. Hickey couldn't get around that time. Stars working along the boards here to try and get this one out. About a minute killed off so far of this penalty kill for the Stars.
Boy, nice work by Daly down working the hen wall. Burning some time.
That one's finally cleared out by the Stars, and they'll come off for a line change with 52 seconds remaining on that penalty kill. Rochester will move forward with it now. Good speed from Anderson. Anderson, nice shot, but it missed the net. Anderson couldn't find his defender at the point, so that'll come down.
Well, as you said, man, Anderson with good speed through the neutral zone got a pretty good look, but I think another stick got in the way of that because that kind of trickled wide. But I like what the Eagles have done so far in the power play. They just got to get in the scoring area.
This one's sent in deep. Holy Angels quickly reverses it back through the neutral zone. Friedrich will play it off.
15 seconds.
Yep.
Thank you. Sorry.
And this one's sent into the defensive end here for Rochester. After it is Angst. And they're stuck here in their own end, and they've successfully killed off that penalty. Intercepted in the neutral zone there by Pete Laird. They'll come off for a change as Holy Angels will work behind the net. Looks like we've got an injured player down for Rochester.
Blow the whistle.
Yeah, and they finally do, so.
Well, and I don't think it was the actual initiated the contact in the boards. I don't think that's what the point of concern was, but I think it was the stick that rolled over the back of his neck. So kind of an ollie moment for that young man. He's up and okay. I haven't got a number on that one yet, but I think it's actually Zach Angst.
Yep.
On that one, but he looks no worse for the wear, but kind of a point of concern. Those sticks don't give a whole bunch, especially when they're raked across your spine or your backbone, but it took him a while to call the whistle. He's trying to be fair in all points concerned. Obviously, if it was something he thought more pressing, the whistle would have come a little quicker. I like the power play of the Eagles on that, but again, they didn't get into the area, so the defense by the penalty kill of Holy Angels really rose to that occasion, picked up their teammate.
So hopefully we will see him back on the ice here soon, but Holy Angels has the puck in the offensive zone here. A pass in front went nowhere. Rochester trying to get it out, but they keep turning it over. Now here's a pass in front on the stick, tries to flip it up, and that one is quickly cleared back down by Rochester.
Well, pretty creative idea by Newharth, but didn't have enough support out in front of the net to warrant that type of play, but he showed his skills on that one. But Griswold, a nice Griswold, Machaki, and Newharth is a dynamic line. When they're on the ice, obviously the offensive zone time is what they're looking forward to, and they really haven't disappointed so far. They've really put a challenge on the Eagles defenders.
So Bridgman, Hendrickson, and Seats out for Holy Angels right now. And this one escapes through the hands of the defender, and Holy Angels will move forward again. Here's a quick wrist shot. Pat save rebound. It's loose, and I think Rochester caught a break there.
Yes, they did.
And this one, another wrist shot from the point, is held onto there by Friedrich, and we'll get another whistle.
Well, again, another nice push by the Stars. It was Friedrich that made the initial save. The puck rolled up and over, and there was a wide open net for one of the Holy Angel Stars, and I believe that was Mitch Hendrickson, but another busy stick. The puck went wide, but a trying moment for the Eagles. They're going to face a lot of challenges in their own zone today, the way that this Holy Angel squad's playing. Their Holy Angels is pushing the puck up forward through the neutral zone, winning some battles and getting some space in the offensive zone. Eagles are going to have to tighten up in their own zone, otherwise it's going to be a long day.
Riley Zangs had a couple of nice shots there from the defense point.
He really drives a lot of the play from the back line. One of those players that Coach Griswold can rely on in virtually any situation.
And so face-off again, one. Here's Zangs. Rister might have caught a piece of the pad there, but it goes wide. Holy Angels still with it. Moving it to the point. There's Patrick Daly. Now down low. Mitch Hendrickson. And Rochester comes through with the puck. There's a nice collision there. Mitch Hendrickson lays the body. Just over 8 minutes to go now in this first period of play. It's a 2-0 lead for Holy Angels. This one is picked up here by Rochester back the other way. It's Fitzpatrick, intercepted though, and sent back in deep.
Well, that was a nice chip by Mitch Hendrickson, turning up his physical game, putting the defenders' heads on the swivel.
So Holy Angels will come off for some line changes, and we'll get a icing here against Rochester.
Well, and the checks meant something. I mean, they weren't just checks to check to get the crowd riled up. It actually meant something. But the nice part about it is it's going to soften them up a little bit, whether it be a forward in the defensive zone or a defenseman. They're going to get rid of the puck a little bit quicker. Their head's going to be on a swivel, and not all players at this level can carry the puck comfortably with their head up. So it might have some residual value. 7:40 left in this first period.
Shots on goal so far, 10 for Holy Angels and 4 for Rochester. There's another one for the Stars, and that one's turned aside. Another shot goes wide of the goal. Back to keep it in is Alex Coleman, but it sneaks free. And a pass up ahead, Coleman trying to keep it in, but Rochester sends it in deep. That's Swee. Stars back behind their own net here, pressuring. And Holy Angels finally moves it forward. Good speed here by Jack Knapp. Knapp gets tangled up, but he quickly picks up the puck. At the point, here's Hendrickson. And that one's taken away by the Eagles. Work along the boards here as Zabinski gets hit pretty hard there. Now good work. Puck finally sneaks free. Rochester moves it into the zone. Intercepted, though, by the Stars. Good pass. Tape to tape ahead. Here's Jack Knapp. Shot over the blocker. After it for the Eagles is Newman. Good speed by Newman on the right wing. Newman on the backhand out front. Couldn't find anyone, and that one's a glove on top there by Pazdo.
Well, that's what leaders do, and that's exactly what Newman did. Came up with speed up the right side, beat the defender to the outside, poached the puck out front, and there was a support player, but they caught him on the backhand, kind of handcuffed him, tried to turn and fire, but another busy stick by the Stars thwarted that effort, and a cover by Pazdo. But really, that's what leaders do. They try to spearhead their team, and that's exactly what Newman did on that. He showed great speed. Also with some good speed out there was Weston Adamson, number 14. Not only got the flow working, but he's got some speed to make that thing dance. So a couple pretty speedy players on this Eagle squad.
And Luke Newman has been everywhere so far today for Rochester, and no wonder he leads the team in goals. And Holy Angels will move forward. There's a pass left in the slot. That went wide. Good battle here by Rochester, trying to get this puck out of their zone, and they successfully do so. Here is Newman again with speed. Newman spins away from trouble. And again, working that puck very nicely. Rochester still with it. Nice collision that time. It was Morris who went down. Now there's a pass in front. Too many bodies. Couldn't find an open stick. And after it is Angst. One trickles in off the stick of Pazdo. 5:25 to go in this first period. It's a 2-0 lead for Holy Angels. And tripped up there. Luckily, not too much happening in front of the net. After it for Holy Angels is Owen Newharth, one of the leading scorers of this team.
Wow, very gutsy, bringing it out in front of his own zone with a lot of purple jerseys out there. I don't know if I'd recommend that from this point forward.
5 minutes exactly remaining. Good speed along the wing by Anderson. He's hit hard. And Holy Angels trying to get this one out, and they will do so. It's a 2-0 lead again for Holy Angels.
Well, Eagles are starting to push back a little bit, showing some good energy and bottling this Holy Angels Stars squad up in their own zone. Holy Angels had nice, efficient zone exits. Now they're being contested, and that's a good sign for Coach Knopke.
Jack Bridgman sends a pass in for Caden Phelps. He'll go after it in the corner. Now I pass over to the point. Here's a quick wrister and a save there as it deflects to the corner. Albrecht after it for Rochester. He gave it away right in front. And nothing happening there for Caden Phelps, but a bad giveaway there for Rochester. This one trickles in front of the net. Loose puck. And Friedrich's got the glove on it with 4:07 remaining.
Well, one thing Holy Angels is doing very well is they're getting in front of the goaltender, and they're also getting behind the defenseman. So there's a lot of space in front of Friedrich on that one. So they're going to have to tend their zone a little bit better, clear out the Holy Angel Stars, give their goaltender a chance to see that puck.
So Rochester with a couple of bad giveaways so far. It easily could be 4-0, but
they weathered the battle.
yes, sir. So puck here in the offensive zone for Holy Angels. Good pinch that time from Henry Bitter. But Rochester still has control of the puck. They send it back into their own zone. Angst after it. We'll go D to D behind the net and up the boards. Good moves here. Intercepted though. Jack Knapp flips it into the zone. Rochester with it though, with 3:30 to go. Pass up ahead is tipped in. Hickey will go after it for Rochester. Picked up by Henry Bitter. Bitter off the glass, and that is way up here into the broadcast booth.
Yeah, he only missed it by a lot, but I think he had the gap wedge when he needed the 7-iron, but now the faceoff should be in the Holy Angels zone. But I kind of like the way that this Eagles team has kind of been the bend but don't break. Yes, they gave up the 2 relatively early, but their game has kind of settled down a little bit. They're a legitimate player in this game, and I think the longer that they play.
Retaliated a little bit there.
Well, he didn't really just retaliate once. The referee gave him the first one, but then it's the continuation. And I'm not trying to get on him because he's a wonderful young man and he's a great hockey player, but you have to keep your emotions in check. Really, I mean, he continued that. The referee gave him the get-out-of-jail-free card, but he went back to the well one more time. I think they're both going to go off, which I think is the appropriate penalty. Maybe a little unfair to Albrecht, Van Albrecht, the sophomore defenseman, but jockey in the box doesn't help his squad, but he does so many things that they're certainly going to miss him. But again, with his contributions, his teammates, it's up to them to pick him up and get through this penalty kill.
So it looks like we're going to have coincidental minors, and we will play 5-on-5.
But the thing about that, Matt, is and we're 2:50 left in the period. We're going to, if there isn't a goal scored or a whistle during that time, they're going to stay in for the full 2:50, which is kind of an added a bonus, I would think, for the Eagles. Having Freddie Machaki in the box for an extended period of time is not a bad thing for them.
So 2:50 remaining in this first period. Shots on goal are 13-6 in favor of Holy Angels. Friedrich, quick stick, they score! A quick shot from Caden Phelps, and it's 3-0 Stars.
Well, that doesn't hurt. They win the faceoff. That's why it's so important in your own zone to defend properly. It's not necessarily what you do when you win the faceoff, but what you do when you don't. Holy Angels got that draw and got it over to Phelps, and for Caden Phelps, that's his second goal of the game, but he's going to feel some excitement from this point moving forward. But now it's 3-0, 2:47 left. Holy Angels getting the start that they wanted in this first period, but Eagles keep making the hole a little bit deeper, making their task a little bit harder to achieve, but they just want to get to the period now.
I think Friedrich poked that puck away, but good rebound there by Caden Phelps, and it's quickly a 3-0 lead for Holy Angels with 2:37 to go in this first period, and we'll get an icing call here. And again, Caden Phelps, goal number 2 on the season.
Yeah, and that was unassisted as well. Good to be in the right place at the right time.
So again, 2:33 remaining in this first period. A very comfortable 3-0 lead for Holy Angels.
Well, and Matt, look at the shots on goal. 14 for Holy Angels, only 6 for the Eagles. A lot of those attempts by the Eagles were deflected, blocked, or out of play, but 14 on the board so far for Holy Angels is really a good sign for a team that struggles to score goals.
Long pass on the stick. Here's a chance. Breakaway save there. And now we'll finally get a whistle as we've got some pushing and shoving here.
Well, you got to block those players out. As a big save by Pazzo on that one. I think it was either Newman or Anderson that came in with speed and put a good move on, but Pazzo closed the door. And then there was a subsequent follow-up with a number of sticks after the whistle. If I was Holy Angels, I'd take a bit of an exception, but again, you have to maintain your discipline on that, but you have to block out. Wait, play to the whistle, but protect your goaltenders so they don't take liberties on them. But Eagles showing a little emotion, though. That's not a bad deal. And there was a big save by Pazzo that we might look back and look at this as a pretty dramatic moment in this game because, 3-1 going into the locker room is far different than 3-0. But both players are going to, or at least there's going to be a penalty on Holy Angels. I don't know if I would call that a fair assessment. Okay, so they're going to go to the box, and it's going to be Anderson for this Eagles squad, and it's going to be Alex Coleman for the Stars team. So no disrespect to Coleman as it stands, but not a bad thing to have Newman or Anderson in the box. It's Newman, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
And then Anderson was the one who came in on the breakaway.
Okay.
One of the leading scorers for this team, so certainly a guy to watch out for Rochester.
Absolutely. Having him in the box is not a bad thing if you're a Stars fan, but I'm going to need your help. My eyes aren't the greatest, Matt. I'm getting a little long in the tooth, so these are going to be kind of the things going on. But, again, coincidental. So we're still going to be 5-on-5, but we got some big hitters in the box right now. Some of them might maybe till the close of the period, but 2:19 left. Holy Angels early lead, 3-0, and looking pretty strong.
So we'll get things figured out here with the referees. 2:19 to play in the first period.
I don't really know what else there is to really kind of figure out. I don't know what the delay is, but they're going to take their necessary time. Let's get rolling. Okay, here we go.
All right, so we're finally ready for puck drop. And it'll be Morris on the draw for Rochester here. But Holy Angels comes up with it.
Maybe they just want to hear the rest of the Michael Jackson song.
So Rochester in the offensive zone here. Good work by Holy Angels to free up that puck. And we'll come forward. Good work now. Zabinski into the zone. Pass there, picked off, and Rochester move it forward. Morris trying to hang on to that puck, but he's bumped into. Up the wing. Newman's checked hard along the boards. Morris again after it. Morris will move it on over to Newman. Newman spinning away. 1:37 to go in the first. Bank pass to the point. That one's held in. And now Holy Angels comes free with it.
Penalty.
Holy Angels is going to go back on the power play. Here's a wrister over the net. And they'll get the goaltender off for that extra attacker on the delayed penalty. Good work here. And there could be possibly another penalty here coming up.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it's going to be as it stands, but Holy Angels doing a pretty good job of keeping that play alive, but you can see the penalty, and really not an opportune time to take a penalty for this Eagles squad. It seemed like they were kind of getting some pushback, and these are the kind of things that can kind of shoot yourself in the foot. Boy, it's getting a little congested in that penalty box, but it's going to be Brady Kraling, the junior defenseman, going to go for a tripping. So a great opportunity for Holy Angels in the closing moments of this first period. 1:13 left in this period. They're going to finish it on the power play, assuming they don't score or another penalty isn't called, but great opportunity for the Stars.
Have a chance to kind of put this one away early if they can make it a 4-0 lead on the power play. They have 1:13 remaining in this period, and then if they don't score, it'll carry over into the second period.
Well, the benefit to the Eagles is they can finish the period using their primary penalty killers, and assuming they can keep the puck out of the net, they can start the next period with their primaries as well.
So at the point, here's Jack Knapp. He'll move it on over. Blauert. Now over on the wing. Now down low. Here's Zabinski. Zabinski will get it back to Griswold. Griswold across, and that one's intercepted. Here's the speedy Newman up along the right wing. Good play by Knapp to push him off that puck. We have under a minute remaining in this first period. Ouch. And Blauert went down there.
He blew a tire.
And Stars will come up with it. 40 seconds remaining in the period. Pass went to nobody, picked up by the Eagles. One's high in the air, and that will go out of play.
Don't be texting while the puck is in play. Keep your head up, everybody. But not a bad job by the Eagles. They actually kept the Holy Angel Stars in their zone. Quick tick-tock on the clock. 1:19 left in the penalty in 32.3. So still plenty of time for Holy Angels. Very important face-off for both teams.
So 32.3 seconds remaining in the period. 1:19 left on that power play for Holy Angels. Again, it's a 3-0 lead. Shots 14-7 in favor of the Stars.
Stars haven't had a shot in a while.
And they'll certainly look for one, but we're going to get a penalty here, it looks like. It's going to be a slashing, it looks like, with 27.2.
Boy, that's a tough penalty to take. I think it's going to be Henry Bitter that's going to go to the box for the Stars. I think it's going to be a holding call.
Oh, yep, a hold. My bad.
No, it's a penalty. I mean, that's kind of a pick your infraction. But, not a great penalty by Henry Bitter. He knows that. But now we're back to 4-on-4. There's a lot of space out there, and both teams have some speed. But just 27.2 seconds. It's going to be an exciting 27.2, but another big face-off.
The good news is, though, for Holy Angels is that they have Machaki back as he came out after that
yes,
first
indeed.
whistle.
That doesn't hurt.
So Holy Angels up ahead now. Good speed by Knapp up the wing. Knapp trying to get around the defender. Here's a quick shot, and that went over and wide. Now a wrister from the point. Caught a stick. After it is Machaki. Machaki, good speed, scores! What a ripper from Machaki. And I believe that completes the hat trick.
Indeed it does.
In the first period with 2.9 seconds left, it's a 4-0 lead.
And somebody throws a fedora on the ice. I think he just wanted to extract everybody from their hats early in this game, but that was just a goal scorer's goal. He went, it was a right-handed shot on the left side, had a good angle on that, just under the crossbar. Friedrich didn't have a chance on that one, but that is the hat trick for Machaki. His 22nd, 23rd, and 24th goals of the season in this first period. Now it's 4-0, just 2.9. If you're Coach Knopke and the Eagles, you just want to get to the locker room and regroup a little bit, refocus, and try to win the last two periods. But really an impressive period for this Holy Angels squad, aided by power plays and special teams and such, but pretty much 5-on-5 and 4-on-4. So the goals that they're scoring are at even strength, not necessarily power play goals, but a good showing by the Stars. If you're Coach Griswold, you have to feel good going in with a 4 spot on the board for a team that's been struggling to score goals. But if you're the Eagles, you just have to win these last two periods. Come out with a little energy. Obviously, you have some challenges ahead, but just chip away. There's no grand slam in hockey, so you got to get the first one. Once you get the first one, then you can build a little energy, get a little momentum. But that's the challenge that's in front of the Eagles coming out to the second period.
So certainly a lot to talk about in the locker room for Rochester. They're going into the intermission with a 4-0 deficit, and they have a lot of work to do in the second. So we will take a break here for the intermission on the Catholic Sports Network. I'm Matt Harrington alongside Bart Archer. We will be right back.
It's not a pure hat trick. It's okay. Yep, you are correct. Yes, it would be yours. Correct. Let's get these shout-outs out. He's trying, though. He's trying. I sound weird in this thing.
Before we go to intermission, I just want to give a couple of shout-outs here, courtesy of Freddie Machaki.
Solid third period, Matt.
So Rochester gets that one and only goal early in the second period, and they've got a lot of work to do, a 3-goal deficit heading into the second period. We will be back after the intermission. I'm Matt Harrington alongside Bart Archer. We will be right back.
Welcome back once again to the Ridgefield Ice Arena. We're going to turn it back over to Matt Harrington here in a minute, but I'd like to throw a little special shout out. Standing by in Italy is Nick Newman, former Rochester Mayo Spartan, now a member of the Air Force Hockey Club, and working some duty in
That's awesome.
lovely Italy.
That's awesome.
Their mother came over, and we had some volume issues that we've taken care of. So, Nick, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever you got going over there. Probably it's later in the evening right now, right?
Yes.
What, about 8-9 hours away? We're back underway. Matt Harrington, take it away.
Well, Eagles on the power play for another minute 25.
All right, thanks, Pete. We're just getting underway here. Period number 3, a 4-1 lead for Holy Angels. And Bart, as we get ready for period number 3, how do you approach this period if you're Rochester down 3 goals?
Well, you're on the power play, but you have an own zone faceoff. Really what you want to do is win this faceoff, push the puck up the area, put some pressure on, just get some positive energy. Just get the bench alive, and it looks like they're up and ready to go, but just keep your focus and keep it simple and put some pressure on goal.
So good speed here, moving in forward into their offensive zone that time. That was Hoffbauer with.
It's a pretty good start right there.
Yeah, no kidding. So 1:05 left on that power play. We'll move it down low now. Good work along the boards here by Rochester. A shot caught a stick in front there.
Boy, how many times have we said that tonight?
I know, no kidding. Knapp will slap that one and his dump in was blocked. And Anderson will pick it up here for Rochester. 45 to go on that power play. And about 16 minutes left as we played about a minute here in this third period. Giveaway, and here comes Bridgman. Bridgman, nice backhander across, was looking for a man in front. That was Daly, who had it at the doorstep, but no good. This one's in the corner with 22 left on that Rochester power play.
Well, Daly's a defenseman, so pretty aggressive jumping in and joining that play, but very heads-up play by Daly.
This one's off a stick and into the neutral zone. After it is Bitter. Bitter will fling this one all the way up. And that penalty clock winding down here is good kill by Rochester. After it, now for Holy Angels, Newharth. Pazzo keeps having to stick that one away to the corner. And he will just hang on to it here with 15-20 left.
Well, he should have done that before. No, I'm just kidding. But it was Adamson down there kind of wreaking some havoc, as he's done so many times. He's got number 14 in the purple, got the flowing locks, but he went down and wreaked a little havoc. Pazzo kind of played catch with him a little bit, finally put an end to that faceoff to his left. We're early in this third period. Eagles have an offensive zone faceoff down by 3, being outshot 2-1. Holy Angels has just got to come out and play their game. Just finish this game out.
A couple of good chances there for Rochester. Here's Machaki, a quick shot, and that one's covered up by Friedrich.
Well, Machaki had Griswold coming in on the right side, and it was Albrecht that kind of cut that pass off. So Machaki decided to take that shot, and Frederick held onto that puck. But again, if Holy Angels can kind of continue this, not only through this game, but through the next games, they're getting space, they're getting numbers on the rushes. They're going to get a lot more goals, and that's what has been the point of concern this year. But they looked very offensive today. Like all guns are firing right now, and that's a good sign for Coach Griswold and this Stars team moving forward.
So Holy Angels with it now in their own defensive end. But here's a quick break for Machaki the other way. Machaki getting around that defender nicely. Rister, again wide, well of the net there.
Well, and down the dasher all the way back down the ice, but he showed good speed, worked his edges, got a good shot from the right dot, but you got to get those on goal. And, sometimes when you're that talented, you try to be too fine.
Machaki again with it in the corner now. They'll leave it for Newharth, but it's intercepted. Holy Angels gets it back, though. This one floats to the point. Kept in by Blauert. Holy Angels with it now. Blauert again at the point. Pinches into the corner now. Blauert a shot sticked away by Friedrich. Loose puck picked up again by the Stars. Owen Newharth for Freddie Machaki. Back to Newharth. In front. Good moves. He scores. What a goal by Owen Newharth. That's a 5-1 lead. Look at that celebration.
A little rock, paper, scissors perhaps, but it was a really nice job by Newharth to show he's a youngster, and I think Newharth is only a sophomore, but he showed some veteran patience on that one. Just kind of froze the goaltender Friedrich and pulled it around backhand into an open goal. But really some good work by Blauer to keep the puck in the zone up to Freddie Machaki. and back out to Neuharth, and he made it count. And then for him, that's his 8th goal of the season. He's feeling some energy on that, and I like that Sally after brought his teammate into it as well. Most people try to separate themselves from the people that actually helped him make that play.
Right.
He joined in on it with his teammate, but again, good feelings on the Holy Angels bench. They're back up by 4. Now the onus is back on the Eagles to respond.
Owen Neuharth, only 5'5", 125 pounds, but he has certainly made a difference so far today, and he's got goal number 8 on the season, and that'll be his 28th point as well. And he's the 2nd leading scorer on this team, only behind Freddie Machaki. And 13:50 to go now in this third period of play, rather. Stars now with it in their own end. Phelps with it. They'll move it across as Holy Angels tries to make their way into the offensive zone. Now entering is Pete Laird. Laird spins away from trouble. Pass out front, and Friedrich had to make a quick reaction for that save.
Well, indeed he did. It was Aki Zabinski that was waiting in the wings for that rebound, but pretty good work. A little bit of a shallow angle for the Stars on that, but again, on goal. Forced the goaltender to make a play, and they had support down low, so nice decision by the Eagles goaltender to cover that puck. Time is going to be kind of coming of an issue for a team like this Rochester Lourdes Eagles team that struggling to score goals, only averaging 2.67 coming into this game. They've only got 1 so far. They have some work to do. They better get on their horse and get moving quick.
Still about a full period or so left, but they are down 4, and they're going to need some action quickly, as you mentioned.
Well, at least win the final 13 minutes of this period and get some good feelings and some energy moving forward.
So Rochester with the puck now, trying to work this out of the zone along the boards, and they do so. This one is quickly picked off, though, by Riley Zangs.
Well, it was a good challenge at his blue line, using that blue line as a natural line of defense. But the reason why he can do that during this game is because the forwards are coming back to cover. You can't necessarily step up if you don't have the support. Otherwise, if you miss, it's an odd man rush the other way and really leaves your team vulnerable. But really good decision by Zangs on that one to step up because he had the support, push the play forward. Now, obviously, it went down the ice, so a defensive zone faceoff for the Stars. But I like the way that their defense is holding the offensive blue line and they're challenging at the defensive blue line. And that's another good sign for the Stars team.
So Holy Angels will move this one up. Look at that speed from Freddie Machaki, and he'll get it down low. A nice pass out there for Neuharth, and he'll have to spin back along the boards. Neuharth, again, spinning away from trouble. Neuharth was looking for Machaki in the slot, but Rochester takes it the other way. This one is sent in deep. After it there is Patrick Daly. Patrick Daly has been everywhere tonight, had an opportunity earlier. One of the bigger guys on this team at 6'3".
And he knows how to use that body and defend the puck with it as well.
And here he is looking for that pass up ahead. This one's tipped into the zone. 12 minutes remaining in this third period, a 5-1 lead for Holy Angels. In the corner now. Stars come up with it. Good work. Daly leaves it down low. Good stick handling and a wrister from Machaki. Rebound loose in front. They score. Nice tap-in goal there, and it's 6-1.
Yeah, and now it's Griswold that finished that play out for his 10th goal of the season. Couple helpers on the day for Griswold. Now he's got a tally. It was kind of a little bit of a lob wedge on that one, but Machaki took the initial shot. The rebound came out to Griswold, and he just ramped it. It doesn't have to be lightning fast with a lot of velocity. It just has to cross the goal line. That's exactly what it did. So a nice three-pointer tonight for Griswold, and Machaki adds again another feather in his cap. I think that's 3 goals, now 2 assists. So obviously a driving force of this Holy Angels squad. They're up by 5, 11:48 left in this third period. It's all Stars from this point up to this point. So again, I say the word challenge a lot, and the Eagles team has a challenge in front of them, and I say energy a lot. They have to get back. The body language isn't very positive. Obviously, they're beaten down a little bit with the 2 goals in this period, but they just have to win the final 11:46 moving forward and get a good showing. There's a lot of character on this team, though.
And Friedrich was way out of position, too. I don't think there was any chance he could have. And this one loose in front. And Friedrich had to turn around to keep that one out. It almost was a 7-1 lead after that chance.
Yeah, all that confidence that we talked about earlier seems to be waning at this point.
Yep.
And it's not his fault. I mean, they've done a pretty admirable job at defending, but again, Holy Angels are coming in waves. He's making the initial saves, but the puck is rolling up and over and creating some trying moments.
So Holy Angels leads it big now. 6-1 is the score. There's still about 11 minutes remaining in this game. Zabinski will backhand it up ahead. After it now, here is Zabinski. Zabinski, loose puck in front. And Rochester will pick it up, send it off the boards, and through to the neutral zone. Steven Blauert will move it up ahead to a teammate. And Zabinski out of the reach there. Zabinski, though, wins that race to the corner. Good work, though, by Rochester to come free with that puck. They're stuck here in their own end. They're being outshot 34-14 in this game. Now, Rochester chipping away in that puck near the blue line. Looks like they're finally going to be able to get this one out here, unless they keep playing pass in their own zone.
Well, I like the angles that Holy Angels is taking on the forecheck. They're forcing him into coverage and really bottling. They're cutting the rink in half right now. And great possession by the Eagles, but they can't move the puck forward. But nice job and hustle by this Holy Angels team.
This one's intercepted by Holy Angels. Bitter will go behind the net. Try and reverse course, but he runs in to Morris there. Under 10 to play. Holy Angels with a 5-goal lead. Shot from the point, caught the pad of Friedrich. Now with it for Holy Angels, Seats after it. Pass in front, and a nice glove there. Caught it up near that face mask area there for Friedrich.
Yeah, it was a really nice dish out to Friedrich, but I think the puck kind of either was bouncing on him because I think he hit it off the top half of his stick and it fluttered a little bit, but it was Friedrich that gathered that puck up. Nice job by the Eagle goaltender to track that puck coming up his body, and then to hang on to it for the face-off to the right. 9:38 left in regulation time. Eagles haven't had a sniff of the offensive zone yet.
And we'll get the face-off here. This one's won by the Eagles. Holy Angels, though, quickly picks up the puck. Quick wrister in that one over the top. This one bounced right to Rochester. Up with it. And that one went wide again. Shot there from Adamson. Rochester being knocked off the puck. Newharth sends it around for Machaki. Machaki trying to get it out of the zone. He can't. And Rochester doing a good job of keeping this one in, but not generating a whole lot of chances. Newharth couldn't catch that pass in the air. Rochester after it now. 8:55 to go in this one. This one's kept in. A quick shot into the glove of Friedrich.
Wow, it's good that Friedrich held on to that puck because it was Newharth that actually got caught behind the play, went down, took a while to get up. So if that puck actually kind of walked on the goaltender, it would have been a great opportunity for him, but a good decision to hold on to that puck.
Shots are 36-14 in favor of the Holy Angel Stars, and Friedrich hasn't had a bad game, I'd say, but not a whole lot you can do when you're getting outshot by that amount of chances.
Well, you certainly get a lot of looks. I mean, they're getting in tight this period as well. The second period they did a pretty good job of kind of supporting their goaltender. I think the Stars are just now very, very focused, and they're playing a very unselfish brand right now, making it very difficult to defend. But I don't think Friedrich's played a bad game at all. But you see a 6 spot on the board, and everybody points to the goaltender. But it's a team game, and sometimes they get too much of the praise and too much of the blame as well.
So Zabinski will move it down low to the corner. Good work here. And a quick turnaround shot by Knapp. That one wide.
Oh, I think it hit Zabinski.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that one.
He went down behind the net, but he's back up, it looks like.
But just focus, Matt, is just look at the confidence on this Star squad. Their heads are up, their energy out there, and they're really skating, doing their job.
It's definitely been an up and down season for Holy Angels. They've had some really nice wins, but then some couple of bad losses as well.
Well, and you can see it in the body language. I've seen games where they're down by 1 goal, but their body language says that they don't have the energy that they need. They're not feeling good about their game. In this game, getting a couple goals early by Machaki seemed to settle them down a little bit. Then it gave them some confidence, but now each player is moving the puck up the ice. They're using their line mates. They're creating space. And if they can continue this kind of trend or tendency, it's going to bode very, very well for the Stars moving to the final end of this regular season and into sections.
2 more road games after this, and this is their last home game of the season for Holy Angels.
Well, pretty good showing.
Yeah, absolutely. 6-1 lead with 7:45 to go.
But
Bitter with it now.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to
No,
talk
you're
over
good.
you. But the challenge that Coach Griswold has right now is a lot of times you don't want your team to change. When you're up by 5, everybody also might want to get on the score sheet, so they try to do some things that normally they wouldn't do. Stay under the team concept, play an unselfish, disciplined, hardworking game, and they'll finish this game out with success. But you just don't want your game to change when you're playing this well.
And another thing I've noticed on the Rochester side of things, they're having trouble passing the puck today.
Well, indeed they are. They haven't had a lot of opportunities. I think they're just pressing a little bit. They're getting rid of the puck a little bit earlier than they want to, but that's testimonial to the defense of the Stars. They aren't giving them a lot of room to move, and they're really moving their timetable up and making them uncomfortable. But very astute observation, young man.
And this one is kept out of there by Friedrich. Holy Angels still in the offensive zone. Bitter tries to send, or Pete Laird rather, try to send a shot through traffic. That one go. And good body check there. Holy Angels with it. Here's Laird. Laird shot through traffic, caught a piece of the blocker there. Kept in by Patrick Daly. Now move to Laird at the point. Laird across there that time. Loose puck in front, and Friedrich way out of his crease to cover that one up.
Yeah, indeed. But I have to give a tap on the shins to this Eagles team and Coach Joe Konopke. This team hasn't quit. I mean, they're down by 5 goals in a hostile environment, let's just say, at the Richfield Ice Arena. But they haven't quit. Every shot, I mean, they're getting in front of shots still. They're contesting, and that's what you want to see as a coach. Yes, obviously, down 6-1. Pretty daunting task, but they just keep competing, and that's what you want is level, compete, be tough to play against.
And you're certainly going to want to have that attitude with sections just around the corner here.
You need to have that attitude in sections to be successful.
And so 6:13 to go in this third period. Again, it's a big deficit for Rochester, 6-1. But Holy Angels with the puck now in their own zone. They've controlled every momentum shift in this game pretty much except that one goal.
Absolutely.
Early on. Now a loose puck in front, and that one's kept out of there by the goaltender.
Well, it's a great opportunity by Newer, turned and fired into the open goal, but they closed that opening very, very quickly. But another thing, Matt, is just Holy Angels hasn't had a chance to play with the lead a whole bunch so far this year, so this is kind of a good conditioning situation for them to learn how to handle the lead and how not to change your game. They haven't really just got to the point where they just get to the red line and dump it. They're still putting pressure on and still doing the things that they need to do. So a very important time for Holy Angels as well, even being up by 6, is to learn how to play with the lead, because moving forward, a very important component moving into sections if you can get that lead to be able to hold it.
And here's a loose puck picked up by Holy Angels, and they score. And Friedrich went out to make a play there, but he lost his stick in the process, and that set up an easy goal for Holy Angels.
Yeah, and it was going to be Griswold. That's going to be his 2nd goal of the game and his 4th point. So a nice showing by the left winger. That's going to be his 11th goal of the season. But again, he makes those look pretty easy. He gets great opportunities, but you're right. It was Friedrich who tried to make a play. When you're a goaltender, you get into kind of no man's land where it's, danged if you do, danged if you don't. He made a decision. Obviously, the Stars punched one in, but look at the body language of the goaltender. He just he looks up at the clock, wants to get rolling. But as we said, Friedrich's really played a pretty good game. The junior goaltender has seen a lot of action tonight. Now the shot total is 40. 7 goals against, but this is just a Holy Angels team that has a lot of offensive players on that line, and they're certainly flexing their offensive muscles tonight.
Yeah, and Holy Angels up big here, 7-1, the score after that most recent goal. And you can tell looking down at the bench here right below us, lots of smiles on those faces.
Well, they haven't had a lot to, and I'm not saying that in any disrespect, but they haven't had a lot to smile about. I mean, Totino Grace came into the confines here. Holy Angels only gave up 1 goal and ended up losing the game, and then it was St. Paul Academy, a good young team. They have a lot of young sophomores and freshmen, and they still have some juniors and a senior or two. But it's a good team. But they came in 2-17 and beat this Holy Angels squad 3-2 in their own backyard. So, they've had some things kind of not go necessarily their way, but I like the way that they showed up today, ready to play, and just a complete game. It's a 3-zone game, but they've also played 2 directions, and that's something that I don't know if we've seen for the full 51 minutes during the previous game. So a lot of good things going on for the Stars. It started today.
And I think you can tell there was a little bit of sense of urgency to try and figure things out before sections, and they've looked really good today.
I agree.
So Holy Angels expanding on that lead after that most recent goal by Noah Griswold. They've got the puck here in their offensive zone. Rochester, though, trying to work it along the boards and move this thing out. Eagles down 7-1 and pretty much all but over at this point, but at least maybe try and get some momentum back.
Right, win the last 5 minutes. Just win. It makes for a better bus ride home.
Good speed by Newman, but he couldn't get around the defender that time.
That was a really nice play by the defenseman, and that was Alex Coleman. He took a shot at him in the stick zone, missed on that one, but used his skate to stop that play. Well done.
And Rochester with it now through the legs of Zabinski there. And Newman with it for Rochester. Good work along the boards, and he flung it right in front of Pazdo.
Gave him a little forearm shiver on that one, a little wrestling move. My tribute to B. Wagner.
And so Knapp will come up with it now for the Stars. Couldn't get through that brick wall of defenders there. 4 minutes remaining on the game clock. Rochester moving it forward now. Intercepted by Blauert. And Blauert, nice pass up ahead there for Hendrickson. Hendrickson fell down, and here's a break now. Here comes Anderson. Anderson, and he fanned on it. It looked like he was maybe trying to do a little deke there, but he couldn't get the shot off.
Oh, he was trying to do a move like Kucherov.
Yeah, that's
delay.
Immediately what I was thinking too.
Well, we are going to be a high stick, but if you're Stephen Blauert, number 7 in the Holy Angels squad, you played a little aggressive on that one. He brought the puck up with speed, headband the puck, and then he continued with the play, and that actually left them a little bit vulnerable. You don't need another goal, and those are the things that we were talking about earlier, Matt. You don't need another goal. Defensemen, stay back, play defense. You don't need to join the play. But it led to an offensive zone rush and subsequently a penalty being called. I'm not saying that's Blauert's fault that the penalty was called, but gave the Eagles a little bit of life, a little bit of energy on that one when it wasn't necessary. You have to mind your defensive responsibilities until the final whistle. But he's played such a good game, and I hate to call him out in that respect because he's obviously a very valuable contributor to this team.
So it looks like the penalty is going to go against Bitter here for Holy Angels, and that was Hoffbauer who took that high stick, it looks like.
That's Bitter's second penalty of the game. I'm sure he's feeling some angst. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry about that. But no, it's again another situation where Holy Angels has to pick up their teammates. 3:02 left in regulation, 1:48 left on the penalty kill. But a great opportunity for the Eagles to get a little energy moving forward here.
So another power play chance. Here they score. Nice wrist shot through the point, and that one went right past Pazdo. Morris is going to get the goal there, and it's 7-2.
Yeah, and that's his second goal of the game, so his 6th of the season, but it was another nice shot. I think the goaltender was screened in defense to Pazdo. There was a lot of activity in front. Puck came out to Maurice, and he just let one go short side under the blocker, but that's the kind of thing that can give you a little bit of energy. Now it's 7-2. Obviously, you're still down by 5 in the waning moments of this period, but they got rewarded for some hard work on the power play. But number 8 in the purple, he's worked awful hard tonight, and he's getting rewarded for his efforts.
And that's the second power play goal of the game. Of course, both those goals for Rochester on the power play, and certainly that's a positive thing they have to take out of this game. 2:43 remaining in this one. It's a 7-2 lead for the Stars. There's a quick shot by Newman off the mask there and covered up nicely.
But see, look at the next step they took. Another good shot on goal, offensive zone time. They won a battle down low. So it's amazing what a goal can do for you, or something positive. It doesn't have to be a goal, a big hit, a nice zone clear, or something to that effect. But you can see a different team right now in the last 30 seconds than we saw previous.
So just over 2 minutes to go in this one. Rochester will send it in deep. After there is Riley Zangs. Zangs will move it back behind the net and up the boards. Machaki trying to get a hold of it. Picked up by Rochester. Tangled up there was Morris. And now Newman behind the net. Here is Newman.
Boy, nice move.
Newman will get it over to Morris. Morris shot from the goal line there was turned aside. Bank pass trying to get it off the glass and out. Holy Angels can't clear though. And Rochester still with it. 1:46 to play. Rochester trying to get maybe one more before the end of this one. Up ahead, good speed here by Holy Angels. Here's Griswold. A pass across, and somehow he managed to keep that thing out.
What a sauce that
Unreal.
was from Griswold. Coming down with numbers. Griswold one goal away from a hat trick. Fires an awesome sauce. An awesome pass over to Machaki. I didn't mean to do that. Holy cow. But he actually received that, put it redirect into Frederick, but he did a nice job of holding on in kind of a chaotic moment. But very impressive, skilled play by Griswold on that one. Going for the hat trick, unselfish, gives the puck up. Those are the kind of things that I look for when I watch a team.
So Knapp with it now with 1:30 to go. Holy Angels, of course, on top big time here. 7-2 is the score right now. And there's a battle in the corners. Zabinski comes free with it. Zabinski, a pass intercepted there. And he fell but managed to quickly regroup. But you look at that speed of Zabinski, able to take that one away.
Yeah, he can get around the ice in a hurry, can't he?
No kidding. And into the zone, here's Knapp. 1 minute to go in this third period. And a pass across over. They score!
Oh, boy.
What a wrister from the point from Jack Hendrickson. And it's 8-2 Holy Angels.
And the reason for the excessive celebration, I mean, it puts him up by 6, but for Hendrickson, that's his first tally of the season. And that's kind of a marker.
Big moment.
And it's not because he's not a great player. He's a fine player, no question. But it's nice to see him get that. First one always the hardest one to get.
Yeah.
Now the floodgates are going to open for the young man, but that's a big goal. And he picked that one clean. I don't think Fredericks actually saw that, so good support out front. But first goal of the season for Jack Hendrickson, the junior defenseman.
Yeah, so congrats again to Jack Hendrickson on his first goal of the year. With under a minute to play now, and that lead is back up to 6 for Holy Angels.
I don't know if it's going to get him the belt tonight, but it's going to get him in the conversation.
And so Holy Angels will move it up along here the boards. Rochester trying to get any sort of momentum with 40 seconds to go. Look at this work here by Holy Angels. Here's a quick pass up in front and another chance to make it the 9th goal of the game.
Yeah, that buzzer's not going to come quick enough for this Eagles team, Matt.
They're down back in behind their own goal. They're getting outshot. Looks like, can't tell if that's a 10 or an 18. It looks
18.
like 18, yeah, 42-18.
I just can't read things in front of me, that's all. I can read them a mile away, but not in front of me.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite there.
Well, we're going to get along just fine then.
Humans will send it in deep for Holy Angels. 10 seconds to go, and Friedrich will just hang on to this one.
And because it's the last home game, I'm going to say this. Humans, no relation to Floyd Humans, former Montreal Expos pitcher. That's my tribute to B. Wagner right there.
And there it is, as the running clock will drain out, and that'll do it. 8-2 the final. Holy Angels, all kinds of offense today in the goal. Of course, you had 3 out of the first goals scored by Freddie Macchiacci, and then 2, of course, for Rochester, both on the power play, but just a dominant performance today from the Academy of Holy Angels.
Well, and it's been a while since they've been able to say that. I mean, 8 goals, putting up an 8 spot on the board is a good thing. But Machaki with 3 goals, Griswold with 2, Phelps with 1, Hendrickson scores his first, Newharth gets his 8th. So all the checks in the right boxes. Holy Angels played a nice, complete game tonight, unselfish, so they earned the victory. The Eagles actually showed up. They competed through the whole game, so there's some good feelings to bring with. But overall, a really good showing by this star squad. Moving forward, if they can play like this, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with come section time.
Yeah, so 2 more road games on the schedule for Holy Angels. And 8-2 again the final for Bart Archer. Thanks, Bart, for all of your help today. Couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, you could have, but I appreciate the kind words. Look forward to the next time.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I'm Matt Harrington, and for Bart Archer, Todd Grover on camera, and P. Wagner, we thank you for joining us here on the Catholic Sports Network, and we will see you next time.